So what's going on, guys? Welcome to GRIZZ Zombies. My name is Violent. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new loading screen that comes at the very tail end of comic issue number 5. We have one more to come, and this one is now released June 21st, so you can get your hands on it. It does release today, and this is comic issue number 6. So we're going to be taking a look at this loading screen, sort of dissecting what we're seeing here. So there's 4 different images that show, and they all sort of have an implication as to what's going on here. It's kind of strange when you look at it, because if you look at the top left image, you're seeing all 4 of our characters, but we are seeing a Richtofen with a hat on, meaning that it's the 1.0 ULTIMUS Richtofen. But the question is, why are old versions coming to the house, and why is the house misplaced in a different area than we've known before? That's what we're going to be taking a look at in this video and try to answer those questions if we can. You'll see on the bottom it says June 21st is the actual publication date, so most of you guys should be able to get your hands on this in your comic book store if you can find one. That's mostly where I got mine. I got one comic, the very first one. Other than that, I've just been watching other people read these comics, but I do pay attention to the loading screens, and this one is sort of a Revelations loading screen, so it's very relevant, very new, very recent, something that we need to be discussing on this channel. Notice that the location is a little bit different this time around than what we saw in GRIZZ. Based on the mapping of the area, it looks like it's in the UK. If we look at the Great Leap Forward, it was a great leap to China. That's right, China. And so we move back to this map and we'll see that it's more located in the UK. And if we actually take a look at the PC files that were leaked a long time ago, it is revealed that in Sheffield, the UK, is where the actual location for Revelations is, at least with the house. So if that leak is true, then it's pointing more at this map being true, meaning it's more located in the UK. So we're going to kind of point in that direction for right now until we're told otherwise, that this is located in the UK. So let's go back to the question of why our 1.0 ULTIMUS characters are arriving at this house. We got to think of why this might be possible, because it doesn't make sense in any way that you can think about it. So in order to draw a line between what we know and what we don't know, we have to understand that there was a 2-year gap between Origins and the Giant, and that 2-year gap is meant to be a plot hole or a gap in gray area to explain anything we don't understand. So we can assume that at some point during that time period before our arrival on the Giant, Richtofen was doing something dirty, and he found out another possibility to get the 1.0 characters to do something for him. That's what I believe Chronicles is up to. Now if we take a look at this image here, you can see that it's the house, and our characters are walking up to the house. That's what the chemtrails are following them. Judging by the area around where our characters are walking towards, it seems peaceful. It seems like the Revelations surrounding an atmosphere that we know in Revelations is in this area, but it seems to be plucked out of the UK and brought to this world of the infinite, the world supposedly preserved for the children, to save the children, to keep them safe, to have them in some sort of safety net. And that's what this house's purpose is for in Black Ops 3 Zombies. But it is a mystery why it was plucked out of this location that we now believe is in the UK. And if this falls in the 2-year gap period between Origins and the Giant, I gotta ask you, is there something happening here with the blood vials? It's the world that we know it, not blown up by Black Ops 2. The events have been changed, and pinpointing this in the timeline is very difficult, but we can imagine it happening between Origins and the Giant. But we know a lot of different things took place during that time, and is Chronicles a remedy to that situation? Is it sort of explaining this, and we're getting that hint in this image? Is that why we're seeing our 1.2 ULTIMUS characters here? Or is Jason Blundell trying to tell us something? I think so. I think he's trying to tell us that the Chronicle storyline that we know is a continuation of our Revelation story, and I think we got something solid here, fellas, that we can move forward to as we know more. And once we get a chance to actually sit down and read this comic, I'm sure it's going to be packed full of goodies to advance us even further. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, or if you discover something new that has been posted since I posted this video. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. And if you guys are new, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any patch notes or game updates as we move forward. I'll see you guys in the next one. Violent out.